But perhaps even for Byron, the relentless hedonism was in the end too much. One of his most touching poems indicates a distinct change of pace. So we'll go no more a-roving so late into the night, though the heart be still as loving and the moon be still as bright. For the sword outwears its sheath, and the soul wears out the breast, and the heart must pause to breathe, and love itself have rest. He does truly seem to have given up on roving. He rediscovered politics and settled into a particular sort of domestic entente with a married woman, Teresa Guiccioli. Their affair in Venice was more than the usual Byron fling, and too flagrant even for a Venetian husband. Where shall I park my horse? So, Teresa was sent here by her husband.
She was sent here by a very angry husband who got fed up with a very young and beautiful wife, flirting around Venice with Byron. And in fact, he sends her down to Kazan, and she comes here and she sulks.
Basically, Maria Adelaida Vanzo's family have lived in this house since the Guicciolis left. What's your take on the Teresa-Byron relationship then?
Well, my take is that, I mean, she couldn't have possibly, in the beginning, have said no to such an opportunity, because he was the symbol of romantic love, which was obviously the total fashion in that epoch. And I think in the beginning she is totally infatuated with him, and then love for a while, passionate love.
Well, they had sex for 4 whole days, and he writes a letter to her. These corridors make me think of, about reminding her how they've been having sex in the corridors and how exciting it was, in corridors against walls, nearly being discovered by the staff. It's a difficult relationship to get a grip on.
Yes.
And my feeling is that he was so into his own image, and also he just turned 30 and he was having a kind of midlife crisis. He thought he couldn't go on having these, terrible sexual antics, waking up with kind of half-dead syphilitic whores or with one leg. And so, like, in that typical kind of male midlife crisis thing, you think you can resolve everything with a relationship. And so he kind of plunged into this relationship with a girl who was really, I don't think, at all suited to him.
Some people have brought it up to the stars, some people have made it into a terribly low relationship. But in fact, it was simply love between a poet and a beautiful girl who had a very strong practical sense. I agree with you there. And at the end, that practical sense is really what remains, because he goes off to Greece because he's terrified of being caught, and she remains, she cries a bit, and then she gets on with her life.
Qui, fra la bella e giovanissima Teresa Gamba, moglie di terze nozze di Alessandro Guiccioli, e il poeta inglese Lord Byron, nacque un'appassionata storia d'amore. Lord Byron seguì l'amata, reclusa in punizione perché giudicata troppo frivola e vivace dal marito di 40 anni più vecchio, qui a Kazan, allora luogo triste e malarico, per incontrarla segretamente. E dalla balaustra del primo piano trasse ispirazione per la famosa stanza Stupepò. Kazan passò successivamente agli avanzi. Ci piace immaginare il poeta con accanto la donna amata mentre gusta un piatto di pesce, verdure e polesane, traendo così ispirazione per la poesia Finestra sul Po, che le dedicò nell'antica dimora di campagna di Kazan, posta poco distante dal centro d'Italia di Po. Fiume che scorre lungo le antiche pareti dove abita la donna della mia vita.